じゃあ皆さん、チャックの発音教室へようこそ。今日はなぜ英語の発音は難しいかを説明したいです。So for today, let's talk about why English pronunciation can be so difficult. But before we can do that, first we have to understand English vowels. So, let's take a look. まず、英語の母音を勉強しましょう。Much like in Japanese, English has 5 vowels. 日本語の場合は5つの母音がありますよね。あ、い、う、え、お。Now in English, we also have 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. 一緒だよね。Now what makes it difficult is that in Japanese, each of these vowels is only one sound, and that sound is a monophthong. In English, however, each of these vowels is a group of sounds. Some of these are monophthongs, some of these are diphthongs. Now you're probably sitting at home thinking, Chuck, what's a monophthong or what's a diphthong? ちょっと説明やりましょう! Now in English, mono means one. So a monophthong is when the vowel is only one sound, as in the a in asahi. D means two. So a diphthong is when you have two vowel sounds that are put together, but it's still written as only one character or one letter. For example, ice. If you look at the I in ice, it's actually two vowel sounds, a, e, but it's only written with one letter, and that letter is I. That's called a diphthong or a monophthong, okay? Now, like I said before, in Japanese, each vowel is only a monophthong. It's only one sound. In English, each vowel is a group of sounds, and some of those sounds are monophthongs, some of them are diphthongs. Let's take a closer look. 日本語の場合は、一つの母音は一つの音ですよね。でも英語の場合は、一つの母音は音のグループですよね。Now, so I can explain it, let's make a list. じゃあ説明のためにリストを作りましょう。BAM! BLADAM! BOOM! BLADAM! BAM! So, my dear friends, as you can see, for A, there's a lot of different sounds. Okay? There's A as in father or pasta. Okay? There's A as in cat, bat, or ran. Okay? There's A as in play, day, or same. This is a short sound, A. This is a long sound, A. Okay? Now, A is usually written in katakana with the chisai ya, as in kyampu. You can tell it's a long sound because there's a Y after the A. The Y is used to make the A a long sound, as in play or day. You can also use an E after the consonant, the shin, to make the vowel long, as in same, or name, or lame. This is a short monophthong sound, A. This is a long diphthong sound, A. Moving down to E, there's E, as in bed, ind, or bet. There's E, as in ease, free, eat, or peat. There's U, as in knew, flew, or grew. This is a short sound, E. This is a long sound, E. You can tell it's a long sound because there's an A or an E after the vowel E. Okay? So this is used to make it a long sound. Also, if you look here, just like with same, if you put an E after the consonant, the shin, then it makes it a long sound. Okay? Peat. Looking at I, there's I, as in bit, hit, hip, sick, sit. Or there's I, as in rise, fight, sight. Okay? So again, you have an E after the shin that makes it a long sound. Or in this case, you have a GH to make it a long sound. For O, there's a lot of different sounds as well, right? There's A, as in hot, how, now. There's the open O, the aw sound, as in long or song. Okay? There's O, the long sound, as in no, grow, or ho. Or there's the oi sound, as in boy, soy, noise. So as you can see, if there's a Y or an I, you know it's the oi sound. If there's a W, Or, again, we use the letter E. You know, it's the long sound, the O sound. Okay? Or the short sounds are A and A. Now looking at you, there's also several sounds. Okay? There's the short sound of as in under. There's the long sound of U, as in June. And there's also the long sound U, as in unique or universe. みんな違いがわかりますか？英語の母音は複雑だよね。Now, let's practice in some sentences. Shall we? BAM! Let's take a look at this sentence. My father's cat plays with pasta. So as you can see, in this sentence, there are 5 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, 4 of these A's have different sounds. A, and the soft schwa sound. This sound I will explain later. Okay? So my friends, this is my point. This is why English pronunciation can be very difficult, and why you have to listen to the vowels very carefully in order to pronounce words correctly. Okay? Now, another important point I want to make is that there's also regional differences with English too. From what I've seen, people from the UK tend to use this sound much more, whereas Americans or Canadians use this sound a lot more, Or even between American English and Canadian English, there are pronunciation differences. For example, I am American, so I pronounce this as pasta with an A. However, from what I've seen from my friends from Canada, or at least from Toronto, they pronounce it with A, as in pasta. If you want to improve your English pronunciation, you have to listen very carefully to how people pronounce vowels. That's the first step. So now, if you have your book or the PDF on your tablet or smartphone, please take a look at page 5. Now, you can practice on your own by doing these rhyme lines. So what you're going to do is you can connect the words that use the same vowel sound. For example, cat, bat, gnat, hat, mat. You circle it, and then you can connect it with a line. Okay? Or with this one. No, grow, ho. What's next? Foe, blow. Like that. Okay? When you're finished, you can use your answer key to check and see if they're correct. If you want more practice with this, there's also another page like that on page 28. Now, after you finish that page, you can go to the next page, page 6, and you can practice finding these rhymes in the song lyrics. Now, in order for something to rhyme, it has to use the same vowel sound and then the same sheen or the same consonant, or a very similar consonant sound. For example, let's look at the first rhyme. Test and rest. The next one might be myself and help. Now, LF and LP is a slightly different sound, but it's almost the same. So, for a rhyme, it counts. So please go through the page and then try to find the pairs of words that rhyme at the end of each line. And then you can use your answer key to check. So now, my friends, let's try this together. I'm going to rap the song, and I want you guys to say the missing words that rhyme. Okay? They're going to be at the bottom of the screen, so you can read them. Okay? Let's try. Tonight's the big party, but tomorrow's the big. I wanna hit the streets, but I need to get some. The party or the books is what I ask. My friends all say party, so that really doesn't. The argument to just stay in with my nose in a. I don't have to stay all night, maybe I'll just go in. Then again, if it's all good, then I know I'll have to. But if I try to only study, then I know my thoughts will. I have to make a, probably shouldn't ask. My folks will just say no. Then all night I would be, that I hadn't missed on this chance to party. I don't know who will be there, but I know it's all up. Meeting up, hooking up, and having a. And that'd be way more fun than concentrating on this. So thank you all very much for watching and hope to see you guys for the next English class.
Yo, thought was fat.